So I've been trying to learn prompt engineering for about a day or two, and I've been using it. It's been really, really helpful, especially with ChatGPT. So I just want to discuss it a bit, try to see how well I understand it, and if I can explain it to you guys too. So prompt engineering is basically structuring your prompt, your request to the AI in a way that it provides useful results to help you become more efficient and productive at your work so that you spend less time doing something. So I've made a few prompts here. So I'll just try to walk you through the good prompts and the bad prompts and how you can improve what I've been learning. So the first prompt here is teach me JavaScript. So let's say you're a new beginner, like you're a beginner in JavaScript, you want to get into web development, programming, and you want to start with JavaScript. I are trying to use ChatGPT to learn. This is not the way to do it. Because most people will just go into ChatGPT and just be like, okay, teach me this. Okay, solve this. All this kind of stuff. And we can see here, it gives you all the things you need, setting up basic syntax, functions, control structure, all that. But if you notice, it's not going in depth on it. For example, you see loops. Loops are used to perform repetitive tasks. Okay, for loop. Then it moves to while loop. It doesn't really give you much information about it, like why you need to use it. Okay, how it can be used in like to solve problems. It just gives you the example. It doesn't go further in explaining it. The same with Fetch API. See, JavaScript can be used to make network requests. Okay, what's a network request? Okay, how do I practice? So it just gives you kind of like a general overview, just a quick overview of it. So here I have another prompt. So if I zoom in, you see, act like a mentor who has 5 years in the tech industry. You're proficient in JavaScript and mentor tons of people, teaching them in a simplified way that they can understand. I'm a beginner who is interested in learning JavaScript. Can you teach me the fundamental concepts I need to learn in a simplified manner so that I can have a good foundation in JavaScript, providing details as to why concepts need to be learned, how it can be used, the real world to solve problems, give code examples and to help me understand the concept better. So here I'm basically telling ChatGPT to act like a mentor. Basically, I'm giving it a role. So act like a mentor. I'm also providing it information that I'm a beginner, so it knows that I'm just starting out learning JavaScript, and asking it if it can teach me the fundamental concepts I need in a simplified manner so it doesn't provide complex stuff. And then tell him the reason why I want to learn it so that I can have a good foundation in JavaScript. Tell him to provide details to why concept. And here we can see it does exactly that. The prompt could be improved a lot more, but this is just an example. So it says, why learn this? Variables and data types. Variables are the building blocks of any program. They allow you to store and manipulate data, understanding different data types to help you. That types helps you manage and utilize this data effectively. How is using the real world? Imagine you are building a shopping cart. You need variables. So here is going further into explaining why you need these concepts, why you need to learn it, and then it provides examples. But then we notice a problem. It doesn't really explain this code, what the code does. Okay, it has a comment, say string, number, boolean, array, object. Same with functions and all these other ones. So a way we can get more information is in this third one where I said, can you go further in, let me zoom in a bit. Said, can you go further in depth in explaining the concepts? Going deeper into why and how the code works with some examples, not just giving me a brief explanation and a few examples. So here we're asking it to go further in depth, explaining the concepts, and then telling it that we don't just want a brief explanation and a few examples. We want to fully understand the topic. And the good thing about ChatGPT is that it remembers your last conversation. So it understands that you're talking about the previous response you gave. So now if we look at it, we see says variables and data types, why variables matter. Variables are like containers for storing data values. They are fundamental because they allow you to store, retrieve, and order data types, understanding different data types. So now we see it's explaining why we need it, also giving us more info, and then provides examples. And then here it tries to explain it to us. In the example above, let is used to declare variables. Username is a string storing a name, age is a number, his member is a boolean indicating membership status. So here it's going deeper, explaining the code, and we can also ask it more questions as we go along. But this is just a basic overview of how we can use prompt engineering and structure our questions in a way that we get better results. So we can also keep on going, asking this question, even asking it to ask us questions to better understand our needs and then provide quality answers based on that. So this is just a little overview of prompt engineering. I still have a lot to learn. So hope you found this video useful. Now keep learning and practicing and sharing. So until next time, bye.